Find your comfortable sit. Welcome to your practice. So up tall, get some space in the spine and have a bit of a wiggle from side to side. So that would be taking your shoulders up and down, side to side, sending your rib cage out, side to side, and maybe even leaning over side to side. So leave your sit bones on the mat, nice and stable and level. And then just have a little bit of a sway from side to side. And maybe bring in a bit of a twist as well. So use your arms. Just feeling into your spine. Where's it going? What does it need? Taking a little bit of space. And then into the neck. So sending the head either side, forwards and backwards. We'll come back to the neck shortly, but just a nice little warm up. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, taking your chin to your chest. Inhale your head all the way up so that your face is up towards the ceiling. And exhale all the way back, bringing that chin back to the chest again. Inhale. And exhale, still moving the head. Inhale back to center and then take your right ear to your right shoulder on the exhale. Inhaling your head back and to exhale your left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Turn to face over your right shoulder with the exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to look over your left shoulder. And then coming back to center on the inhale. Just stay here for a moment, inhaling and exhaling fully. Take that breath right down into the base of your body, into your feet. And as you exhale, a sense of letting go and expansiveness. Make sure that you've got a good, comfortable seated position. Feel like you're long in the spine and the crown and the head is lifted up. So inhaling and exhaling, nice and steady. We're going to come into a little bit of a box breath. So extending your legs out forwards now in front of you, bringing your toes slightly back towards your face, pushing your toes away, bringing them back, stretching them out, bringing them back again. And then just relaxing your legs, maybe giving them a little bit of a wiggle, encouraging them to just be completely at ease. So a little bit more core here. We're needing the core to be able to sit up nice and tall. And we're going to move into that box breath. So in your imagination, breathing across and then down and then across again and then back up to that nice start point. So closing your eyes if you wish, otherwise just imagining a line as you breathe. So we're going to exhale to start, inhaling through your nostrils all the way across. Exhale down. Inhale across. Exhale back to center, the start runner. Inhale across. Exhale down. Inhale across. Exhale back. Inhale across. Exhale down. Inhale across. Exhale up. Carry on at your own pace for one more box. Just one. Well done. And drawing your legs in, now bringing the soles of your feet together, coming into Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. So we're opening up in the hips. Give yourself a bit of a wiggle if you feel like it. Otherwise, gently pushing your legs out to the sides and bringing your feet in towards your body. So just allowing these to settle, your muscles to stretch and open. And if you want to intensify the stretching, then you can lean forward and then ease off and lean forward. Holding here just for one more breath. And then we're going to be coming over onto our all fours onto tabletop position. So turning yourself to the side, knees are under your hips, wrists under your shoulders, and just check that your feet are not visible behind. And push the floor away. So we've got that lovely, strong, long armed posture. We're going to come into Chakravakasana here. So taking your belly down towards the mat, lifting your hips, lifting your head. So start off gently and slowly. Curling around now, sending your mid back up towards the ceiling, chin into chest, hips are forward. And then uncurling, dropping the belly, lifting the head, sending the sit bones out behind you. Now exhaling to come into tucking the hips, tucking the chin. Inhaling, taking your belly down towards the mat. And this time, sending the back of your head to touch the top of your back, lifting those sit bones. Move at your own pace here now, closing your eyes, setting a sankalpa for yourself, an intention, moving at your own pace with the breath. So as you inhale, you're opening up in the chest. As you exhale, you're curling around. Very mindful in this movement, taking your time, being quite deliberate with every single part of you, giving your attention around your body, setting an intention for yourself, setting a sankalpa. What is it that you need more of in your life? And coming back to center, coming back to a neutral spine, bringing your toes together and sending your hips back to your heels. So we're pushing back into child pose and reaching the arms forward. So stretching forward as far as you can here, even perhaps walking your fingertips away before relaxing your head and neck and bringing your forehead down towards the mat or to the mat. If you can rest your forehead on the mat, that's great. If you would like to, and your forehead doesn't quite get to the floor, you can make fists with your hands and stack them up underneath your forehead. Or you can put your hands flat to the floor underneath your forehead, one on top of the other. Otherwise, reaching out, stretching forward. I'm going to come into a little bit of balance work, a little bit of isometric stretching, balance. So looking forward, coming back up to that tabletop position. Put your feet out behind you and knees are under your hips. So we're going to be coming into bird dog. Putting all of your weight into the left hand, into the left knuckles and fingers, extending your right arm forward. So it's just a glide with that arm. Try to keep your head and neck in line. And then we're going to take the left leg out behind. So here, all your weight's just on the left hand, the right knee, right foot. Tuck your belly button up towards your spine. And watch out for floating that left hip. We want both hips to still be in line, both shoulders to still be in line. Reaching out. So stretching. And then we're going to take the elbow and the knee together to meet underneath the body. So curling the elbow in, curling the knee in, rounding the back. And then bringing the right hand down. And the left knee down. Well done. So now be strong in your right arm and your left knee. We're going to slide the left arm out in front, reaching forwards, and at the same time taking the right leg out behind. So right leg extended, left arm extended. See if you can stretch, get your fingers and your toes as far away from each other as you possibly can. Remember to push the floor away with that right arm. Push, 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 push. Nice and strong and balanced and steady. Remember to carry on breathing. And then let's bring that elbow and knee to join each other underneath the body. Just a gentle tap and then coming back. Take your knees wide, big toes together. Send yourself back into Balasana. And this time, bending your elbows out to the sides. Bring your hands to rest one on top of the other, just underneath your forehead. And place your forehead on back of your hand. Allow your chest to dip down towards the floor. Letting go and relaxing across the tops of your shoulders. And then looking forward, stretching your hands forward, tucking your toes under. We're going to come up into downward facing dog. So extending through the backs of the legs and pushing the floor away with your hands and arms, giving yourself that nice inverted V shape. Heels down towards the mat, belly button tucked up into the spine. Wide across your shoulders, give yourself lots of space around your head and neck. Stay here for 5 rounds of breath. Nice, steady. Inhale through your nostrils. Exhale, mouth all nostrils. And then we're looking forward. We're going to step the right leg forward in between the hands. Then take the left leg to join the right foot. Easy forward bend, Uttanasana. Holding here, still in that inversion, still allowing gravity to work its magic, allowing blood flow to change. And we're going to come up into chair posture. So lifting your head, lifting your arms, bending your legs, sitting back in that imaginary chair. Can you sit a little lower? Do you have a bit more space in that chair? In the middle? And then all the way up, straightening up, coming into standing. So we're going to come into Vriksasana or tree posture now. Taking your weight into your left leg, taking the right leg outside. So we're taking that right knee out as much as possible, shoulders wide. And your palms facing forwards. So that left foot strong. As if you're growing roots down into the ground, so nice and stable. And your right leg is out. So here you have to watch out for what's happening with your hips. They're going to want to go off in that direction. So you can bring them back, knee out to the side. So staying here, if you are staying here, make sure you're pushing your heel into the side of your calf here. Otherwise, moving up just below the knee. Enjoying that balance. And either staying here or bringing your leg up even higher, right to the top of your thigh. Challenging that standing leg. And then bringing that right leg round to the front, taking your arms underneath. So holding on underneath your thigh and dragging, pulling that leg up, giving yourself a hug. Maybe do a few rounds, challenging that standing leg, a few rounds of ankle turns, and then dropping that leg back down. Good old left leg. And good job there. Give it a bit of a shake. And then let's come into standing on the right. So standing onto the right leg, set yourself up nice and strong here, nice and steady. And then let's bring the left leg out to the side. So we're really looking for that very subtle opening up. You might feel it in the back here. You might feel it anywhere in your pelvis. So we are looking to find those sensations. Palms facing forwards. Nice deep inhale, exhale. Steady and strong. And then let's bring that left leg up if you can, if that balance is happening for you today. And giving your attention to the sole of your right foot. Oops. And from there, drawing yourself up lovely and tall, long in the spine, lifting the crown of your head. All those little muscles in your foot, in your leg, in your torso, helping to keep you balanced. And you may notice one side is easier than the other. Throwing your leg higher up if you wish, or staying here, or coming back down. You've got three choices, whichever one you want. Think about tucking under your tailbone slightly, so you're not sending your bottom out behind you. And then we're going to be bringing the hands to join underneath that left thigh, lifting up that leg, giving yourself a hug. a few ankle circles both ways. And then shaking out both legs and coming into Prasarita Padottanasana. So you've got that nice big wide stance. Take your feet to point just towards the corners of your mat. Bend your knees and straighten. Bend your knees and straighten. Bend again and straighten. And from here, we're folding over. So folding halfway. Think about bending those legs a tiny bit. Get yourself that bend in the knees. And then tipping all the way over. Dropping your hands to the mat. And allowing your head and neck to be completely free here, to be at ease. Breathing into your lower back, your mid back. Breathing out and letting go of any tension in your shoulders. Breathing nice and deep and steady. We're going to come into a little bit of a twist here. So we're taking the right hand onto the left foot, left leg, or the floor next to your left foot and left leg. Now, as soon as you do that, watch what happens with your hips. They might want to slide over. See if you can bring them back to center and find a nice contact with that left leg, right arm, whether that's around the calf, ankle, foot, doesn't matter. Then we're going to swoop that left arm up towards the ceiling and find that lovely twist. Remember, you've still got a little bit of a lock in the knees. Reaching up with that left arm. So make that arm long and your right arm strong because it's helping to twist you around. Relax your head and your neck. If you wish, you can look up towards your extended left arm. Or keep your neck in a neutral position that feels comfortable for you. And then bringing that left arm down, walking across to the other side. So we're heading over to the right leg now, right foot. Nope. Yes. So find that hold with your left arm and left hand, and the right arm is going to be swooping up and round. Pointing up towards the ceiling. Watch what's happening with your hips. Do they need to adjust back to the center? A little bit of a lock, unlocked knee. And breathe. And let's bring that right arm all the way back down. Hands to the mat, just below your head, below your face. So the hands are directly below you. And push a little weight into your arms here. So straightening the arms. Feel as though you are lightening the pressure on your feet and increasing the pressure in your arms and your hands, as if you're about to kick your legs up and do a handstand. Start to feel that engagement in your core, lift your pelvic floor, pushing your weight into your arms here, and then releasing, coming up, standing. Nice and slow. Been in an inversion for a little while. Let's take the knees out to the side. Elbows are up, arms are up, into your goddess posture. And breathe. So you're going to do a little bit of sliding side to side, so sending yourself out one way and the other. Just go to where works for your knees. It might not be a very big movement, or it might be a very big movement. It completely depends on your flexibility and your strength. So we're sliding across and then a little bit of a dip down. And if it feels like you've got more space, you can take your feet further away from each other. Lots of control here. Working those thighs, waking everything up, engaging your pelvic floor, and then coming back to center, straightening your legs. One more time, Prasarita Padottanasana. This time taking your hands just to your lower back, folding forward. So hands into your lower back. Taking a big inhale through your nostrils. Exhale through your mouth. Coming all the way up, either with a flat back or rounding your back. Use your legs here nice and strong. We're going to turn to face the right foot. And we're turning the hips as well. So turning your hips aside, you might need to hop off that back foot and pop it back down again. Find a better alignment. Lifting your sternum away from your hips here. Giving yourself lots of space in the whole of the front of your body before bending that right knee and bringing yourself up into warrior one. So dropping your hips down, lifting the chest a little, giving yourself space. Extending out through your back leg. And then rolling the arms all the way around and down, sending yourself to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So what we do on one side, we will do on the other. This is about balance, it's about strength. Give yourself that space in the front of your body, lift your arms up, give yourself space between your arms as well. And from here, we're going to take the arms all the way down, drop the hands either side of that left foot, extend your left foot out behind you, coming into plank. Holding in the plank for now, just for a moment. And then sending your hips up, coming into downward facing dog briefly. Lifting your right leg, we're going to come into pigeon. So we're bringing that right foot up towards the left hand, right knee towards the right hand, and then dropping the hips down, releasing that left foot and sliding that leg out behind, coming into pigeon. So with pigeon, on your bent leg, so your right leg, if you need to, pop something underneath that right thigh. So it means lifting up, bringing something underneath a bolster or a cushion and sitting back down. If you haven't done pigeon for a while, give yourself a bit of extra support, even if you don't feel like you need it. Unless you're extremely flexible and you can relax down into the posture. So we've got different options here. You can pop yourself all the way up. Right hand on your right knee, left hand on your left leg. Or you can have yourself supported on your arms. Or you can bring yourself all the way down to rest on your forearms. Or even if you wish, extend all the way out and relax onto that extended or bent right leg.
There's so many choices. Choose the one that feels right for you for today. We're going to hold in pigeon for a little while, so regulate your breathing. Take your breath all the way into the sole of that left foot. Send it out behind you, into your hips, as you encourage them to soften and relax and let go. And then notice where you are holding on. Notice where there's any tension in the body. It might be in your arms, might be across your body. And see if you can encourage a little bit of letting go. Sometimes we're in a posture and we feel impatience rising or frustration or some sort of dissatisfaction with ourselves, with our bodies, with what they can and can't do easily. So learning to sit with that discomfort, learning to sit in the discomfort, learning to just be with the discomfort, whether it's in our minds or our bodies, is a very powerful way of learning to train the mind, which in turn leads to greater happiness and satisfaction in your own life, in all other aspects. So bringing yourself back now to straight arm, tuck the left toes under, and let's strengthen through that back leg. So the left leg lifts off before you start to move the right leg. Sliding that right leg out, coming into your plank again. So hold in plank. Here we want to notice the difference between sensation within the right leg and the left leg. Sending your hips up now back into downward facing dog, giving yourself a little space. And this time we're going to be lifting the left leg and bringing the left leg forwards. So I got the left foot towards the right hand, left knee towards the left hand. Find cushion, bolster, blanket, rolled up jumper, whatever it is, to go underneath that left thigh this time, if you need it. And then find the position that you adopted on the other side. So same on this side. Now, quite often people ask about this, the angle of the lower leg. Yes, we're looking to find that angle to be in line with the narrow end of your mat. But actually it all depends on flexibility in the knee. And that just also depends on wear and tear, past injury, structure of the knee. We're all slightly different. So allow that lower part of your leg to come to wherever feels comfortable for your knee. That's the most important thing. So whatever position you adopted on the other side, I invite you to come to the same position on this side. Soften through that right thigh, right knee, right calf, left hip. Always being an interested observer to what's going on in your mind, the sensations and the responses. Remembering to breathe steadily and deeply. When you extend the breath fully, complete inhale, complete exhale, you'll also be extending the asana itself. Hold here for another round of breath. And taking your hands back to the starting position, nice and strong, long your arms, tucking that back foot under, lifting the back knee, and then sliding left leg to meet your right. Holding back in that strong plank. And again, just noticing here the sensations. And then lowering knees and chest and chin. So bending elbows, chest and chin, straighten and flatten, coming down to lying on the mat. Taking your hands one on top of the other, so stacking them one on top of the other into makara. Bend your knees here. Bend your knees. Let your feet be completely relaxed. So just give them a bit of a shake. And then let's take the feet over to the right side. Don't allow your knees to lift off and then come over to the left. Relax your forehead onto your forearms and let's windscreen wiper the legs over to the left, over to the right. Trying to keep your hips on the floor. So keep that movement going, gently taking your feet over from side to side. And then bringing your feet back together, bring your feet to touch each other, slide your knees slightly away from each other, and bring the soles of your feet together. So extending your legs out behind you again now. So legs are flat to the floor. Bring yourself up, leaning on your elbows, leaning on your forearms. Bring your left arm round, so your left fingertips come over towards your right elbow. So you can put yourself on that left arm directly in front of you. Bend your right leg and reach back with your right arm to find your right foot. So we're supported here, we're lifted up. You've got your chest lifted up, so you've got more space. It's easier to reach around and find that foot. So bringing your foot back to the midline, keep bringing your foot back in. Gives you a chance to open up that left shoulder a little. So we're just holding and then extend your foot away. So push your foot away, hold on tight with your hand and give yourself that lovely stretch along your arm, into your elbow, into your shoulder. Push, 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 push. And release. Let's bring that right arm down and round. Release the right leg. Bring your forearm flat to the floor so that can support you. Lifting up, so chest is up. Reach round, bend your left leg, find your left foot with your left hand. You can look round behind you, you can look to your right foot. Push the floor away so you're not collapsing into your right shoulder And then push your left foot away so that you're stretching through the whole of your left arm. Nice big stretch, nice big opening up there. And release. Coming all the way back. Sending your hands flat to the floor, tuck your toes under, peel away, bring your knees underneath, and let's come into Balasana for a counter pose here. So extending your torso, making it long first before laying your whole torso down over your thighs, bringing your arms either side, hands towards your feet, and breathe. Nice, steady, even breaths. And drawing yourself all the way up, coming up to sitting, extending your legs out in front of you. So sending your feet out, feet quite close to the narrow end of your mat. And we're coming into Navasana, into boat posture. So bend your knees now, find your balance spot wherever it is that you feel most comfortable to balance, lifting your legs and either holding on here or floating your hands to the side. And breathe. Just enjoy a little bit of switched on core, nice and strong. And then extending back, coming down to lying on the floor, however works for you. Whether you wish to roll back or whether you're uncurling to come back. Find your spot on the floor, give yourself a bit of a rock from side to side, give yourself a hug. Well done. Me into a little bit of a spinal twist. Arms are out to the sides, knees over to the right. Once your knees are settled, take your gaze over to the left side. And here you might like to have your eyes closed, settling in to allowing the floor to hold you. Being completely at ease, completely relaxed in your own space, in your own body. And then bringing your gaze back to center, bringing your knees across, just skimming across all the way to the other side. Allow them to come to wherever feels settled, and then turning your head over to the other side. Bringing your head back to center, bringing your knees across, bring them into your chest and give yourself a hug and a rock from side to side. Give yourself a big squeeze here. Allow yourself to feel a sense of appreciation for yourself, for bringing yourself to the mat, for the discipline you have to bring yourself to your practice. Closing your eyes and extending your limbs out, finding Shavasana. Find comfortable, relaxed
final resting pose. Give yourself some space between your arms and your body. Give yourself some space between your legs. Give yourself a bit of a wiggle, stretch. Lift parts of yourself up and pop parts of yourself down again. Find that space and that expansiveness within yourself, within your body, and allow yourself to take up space. Give yourself plenty of breathing space, lots of room. Close your eyes if they're not closed already, and settle into your Shavasana. So this is the most important part of your practice. If you want to skip any other bits, that's one thing, but don't ever skip on your Shavasana if you can help it. Here you breathe in as if you're breathing in through the whole of your body. Breathing out in the sense of letting go and letting the floor, the ground hold you. Breathing in through your nostrils and out through your mouth. Allowing the breath to gently come and go. And appreciating every single breath. Feeling a sense of deep calm through your entire body. And with every breath you take, sinking a little deeper, finding a little more space, a little more relaxation, a little more connectedness, mind, body, and spirit. Staying in Shavasana for as long as you need to stay in Shavasana today.